Perek Cheskas Abatim, Daf Mem Dalid, sponsored the Refuah Shleima of 4 Yecheskel Shraga, Ben Elisheva Chana. The Gemara continues with Rav Shesh's explanation of the Brisa. Let's review. The Gemara brought a Brisa on the previous daf concerning a seller's right to testify on behalf of his purchaser against a challenge to his ownership. The Brisa distinguishes between one who sold real property and one who sold movable property. The Brisa explains, one who sold land is prohibited to testify ipnei she'achrayus olav. He guaranteed the sale, whereas if he sold movable property, he is permitted to testify ipnei she'ein achrayus olav. He did not guarantee the sale. Rav Sheshis explained the Brisa discussing 4 parties. Reuven sold the stolen property of Shimon to Levi. Reuven's ownership was challenged also by Yehuda, who provided witnesses to support his claim. Shimon cannot testify on Levi's behalf. He is nogea be'edus, an interested party, because he hopes to recover his property. Maintaining it in Levi's possession offers him one of 2 advantages. He will have an easier time recovering it from Levi, or if he cannot disqualify Yehuda's witnesses, it is an advantage for him to be in possession of the land when both pair of witnesses cancel each other. Today's Gemara answered one difficulty with his interpretation, but rejected it on the basis of another. The Gemara suggests a second interpretation of Ravin Bar Shmuel. Number 1, Rav Sheshis could have disqualified Shimon's testimony without Reuven selling to Levi. Shimon would not be eligible to testify even on behalf of Reuven, the thief. The answer. Rav Sheshis discussed Reuven selling to Shimon in explanation of the second part of the Brisa, where he stole and sold metaltalin, movable property. Shimon is permitted to testify. Movable property, unlike land, yush v'shinu rishus, despair plus a change of ownership acquires. Shimon's despair plus the sale to Levi allows Shimon only to collect its value, not the property. Therefore, he is not considered an interested party. In addition, the thief Reuven died. His children do not have to return the stolen property or repay its value. Shimon cannot recover his property or its value, therefore he can testify. Number 2, the Brisa could have discussed Levi as being Reuven's heir, as opposed to his buyer. Although there is an opinion that an heir is an extension of his father, his inheritance not constituting a shinu rishus, there is an opinion that an heir is similar to a buyer. Therefore, Ravin Bar Shmuel explains the reason Shimon cannot testify is mipnei shemamida lifnei bal chobo. He makes it available to his creditor by testifying on behalf of the buyer. However, this applies only to real property he sold without a guarantee, but not movable property. It is not lien to a loan. Number 1, even if the borrower inserted it in the loan document, that the lender can collect miglima dal katfe, the garment on his back, it is effective only if he is still in possession of it. Number 2, even if the borrower designated movable property as an apoteki, a specific item for the lien, it is effective only for a slave whose designation is public knowledge, but no other movable property. Since Shimon's creditor cannot collect, he can testify. Normally, if the borrower conveyed a lien on movable property together with real property, not as an asmachta, a conditional commitment, or as tufsa dishtare, a draft document, is effective even on movable property. Our case is where he sold what he bought immediately. No loan was possible. The Gemara concludes with a machlokas concerning alleged stolen property sold without a guarantee. Reb Papa holds since there was no sale, the purchaser can demand a refund unless he rejected the challenger's claim of theft. Reb Zavin holds that a sale without a guarantee exempts the seller from any claim of a refund. If you're enjoying Daf and 5, please click on the link below, subscribe, and become a sponsor. Thank you.